Hello and welcome to the Vintage Brickery. I am Travis and today we are going to be doing a review. This would be my first review. Today we're going to be doing Sherlock Holmes Book Nook. Set number 10351 and has 1,359 pieces. Let's get this going here and spin this box around. Well, come on, talk about it. Okay. Frame a little more. But this set here costs about $150, which is a little pricey, sort of. For my first video, I kind of want to talk about pricing in the retail setting. A normal price would be about 100 pieces per $10. So you see, this is 1,359 pieces. It's $150, so it's a little bit out of that. But we're going to do a little bit of mathing here, because the ones that come with figures, like this one, has 5 figures, and we all know that if you buy the minifigure set series, they're $5 a piece. so a normal retail price for a minifigure is $5. So if you take 5 times 5, which is $25, now you're down to $125. And I think there's like 29, 30 pieces in those figures. So you subtract that off the piece count. Now you're down to 1,330 pieces. So 1,330 pieces for $125 is not too bad. So, but there is some bad things which I want to do kind of a little bit of a review in this one. I found this at Walmart just before starting to do this video, and this is sort of case in point. So I'm going to move this out of the way, and we're going to look at this for a second, because I found this very interesting. So we have this here. Now the normal retail price at Walmart for this set is $29.99. And if you looked at the front there as it's going by, it has 92 pieces, which is a horrible deal. This thing should be about $10. Okay, but I got it on clearance for $15. So right now, if you can find it at Walmart, some of them they're on clearance for $15. So I'm getting still. If you take that, let's just stop this here for a second. If you take that 92 pieces, even for $15, is still a horrible deal. But like I was talking about with the minifigures, it does come with 3 minifigures, or 2.5. I guess we can call them 3, but let's just 3 for the sake of argument. So they're $5 a piece, $15. So essentially, because it's on clearance, I'm getting 3 minifigures for $15, and the other pieces that are with this, I'm getting for basically free. so in that sense, that's actually a good deal. Now, if this was $29.99, and you had the 3 minifigures for $15, it's still $15 for less than 92 pieces. That's still a horrible deal. So if you can find this at Walmart for $15, pick it up, because that is a good deal. Otherwise, I would skip out on it. So, but anyway, that's just my rant for a little bit. Now let's get back to the review. All right, here we go. And here's the front of the book, or the Book Nook. Let's get this thing turned on here. All right, as you can see, the back is rather unglamorous, which is fine because you ain't gonna see it anyway. But this side is very plain. I'm actually gonna try to see if I can't get Sherlock Holmes on here in the little tiles, the little 1x1 tiles. And as it comes around the front here, you can see it's folded up, looks like a book. All the figures do fit inside. It's just fine. All right, Baker Street. All right, let's get this flipped off here. Alright, I'm gonna get this thing folded up. Or unfolded. Not folded up, unfolded. And there we go. That is just a really wonderful, a wonderful piece. It is so neat. Does all kinds of things. This here flips around. It's got little books there, little clues for things. The elementary bookstore. I guess we can get all these. This is Irene Adler, which I did not know. Oops, look at there. Pulled the piece off. Which I had no idea who this was. Even my wife. My wife's a huge Sherlock Holmes fan. She didn't even know who that was. But it's Irene Adler. She was apparently in one of the stories. And she impressed Sherlock Holmes a lot. And so we took a fancy to her. I don't know if he took a fancy to her, but he liked her. Now she's a Lego figure. So there's that. The paper boy who feeds Sherlock Holmes information, apparently. Okay, let's get this. Get my camera tilted down. There we go. That's not too bad. But there's only 4. Wait a second. There was 5. No, that's right. We got a little surprise here. We got a little door here. The secret door. Got a little knob up here. And there's the man himself. Moriarty. Professor Moriarty. With all these here. It's really cool how they gave the illusion that it's, the rooms are deep back in there. So cool. Close that for a second. Back up there, windows. This here actually opens. This shows Sherlock Holmes' apartment there, the violin, and the map, all the strings and stuff. There's that, and back over here, looks like a room bed. This doesn't open though. Sorry if allergies are killing me right now. So got a little bit of sniffle problem. Oh yeah, that is that. Now here is the instruction book. It is very thick because they go each piece basically has its own page. The way they do a lot of it. See the new instructions. They show all the new stuff for all the pieces that you're putting on. You get the glare off there. They're in red. They're surrounded by red. It tells you which ones are the new pieces on the sheet. Would have been nice to have those 40 years ago, but they didn't. But on the front, in the front of this, it shows you a little, basically what each part of the thing kind of represents, and it's really cool. It's got little notes about the set and everything. Arthur Conan Doyle Society or the Estate. That's probably why it's a little pricier than most. Have to give them a piece. So anyway, but that is. Put it back over here. Extra. Read all about it. Over there. There's the door. Pretty impressive. My wife loved it. So for Sherlock Holmes fans, it is a really, really awesome set. But anyway, and I hope you do. I hope you enjoyed my first review. I'm probably gonna do a few more. We've got some of the new sets. They're very impressive. So I'll do some review on some of those that I've got. My wife has wanted me to acquire because I probably wouldn't have bought them otherwise because I'm more into the vintage stuff, but she really likes some of the art stuff that's been coming out. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video, give me a comment, tell me how my first review went. If you got any feedback on what you think about the pricing. All right. Well, thanks once again, and have a wonderful day.